This is what we woke up to this morning. Lots and lots of snow, and it's still coming down. Hello friends, and welcome to my channel, Evolving One Step at a Time. Today is very unusual for us. Saturdays, typically what we do is get up, do some cleaning around the house, get dressed, and we're over at my mother's by 1 o'clock to spend the day with her. But as you see, it is coming down quite nicely, and the roads are pretty much covered. I don't expect for the crews to get out to actually do the roads anytime soon, so we're stuck in the house, but we were expecting that. Little update. Fridays, bi-weekly, is my grocery day, and so I was supposed to go to the grocery store last night, had my list all together, but as I was leaving work, it was starting to snow. I'm not going to lie to you, even before that happened, I was thinking this might not be a good day, because people around here, I don't know about y'all, they act like when a storm is coming, that they're going to be stuck in their house for a month. Now, we'll be out in the next 3, probably 4 days at the most. But they will go to the grocery store and they load up on milk and eggs and bread and, just everything, acting as if they're never getting out again. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't get that stuff, but if you normally go through 1 carton of eggs in a week, you don't need to buy 3 if you're only going to be stuck in the house for about 3 to 4 days. But anyway, the reason why I say that is because I wasn't going out in that craziness. I was not, number one, going and finding out the shelves were cleared because somebody was crazy and wanted to buy 50 million eggs when they only needed 1 carton. Now, I'm a person that stocks up anyway, but that's ridiculous because you're only doing it for the storm. So I figured that the shelves would be pretty much bare. Everybody and their mama would be out there, and I just didn't feel like dealing with it. So I did not go to the grocery store yesterday, which is fine. We still have things in here. We went out and played in the yard first thing this morning, and I might show you a little clip of that because she was so cute. This is her first snow, where she's old enough to really know what's going on, and also this is the first time we actually had a decent accumulation, so she had a lot of fun, did not want to come in. She is her mother's child because I was the same way when I was a young girl. So it is 12:40, and I just finished picking up the house. Not cleaning up the house, but picking up the house because it had gotten to the point where I couldn't function anymore. We had stuff strolled all over the living room in regards to her clothes that she took off when she came in from the snow. Her toys from last night are strolled everywhere. Had a comforter out where we had been snuggling on the couch. Just everywhere. Things in the bathroom, things in my bedroom, and I'm one of those people, I get to a point, I can deal with a little bit of messiness, but there is a point, and once I get to the point, everything must cease until everything gets put away. Not necessarily cleaned, we don't have to pull out the vacuum and all that stuff, we don't have to dust, but everything has to be put away, and that way I can move forward as far as the day and actually get to some cleaning. But I was thinking we were going to have leftovers for lunch, but I need to get started on dinner. And I looked in the refrigerator, and I had some spaghetti sauce that needs to be used, and I had some spinach, a half a bag of spinach up in the freezer that I would like to go ahead and use up. And I'm thinking we're going to do some pizza. That sounds good, because I'm feeling, I kind of want some junk food, and pizza, yeah, that really works. So that is what I'm fixing today, and that's one of the reasons why I turned on the camera, because one of my friends asked for my pizza dough recipe, and that was about a month, maybe even 2 months ago. So I said, let's pick up the camera, talk a little bit, and give out my pizza dough recipe. So that's what we're doing today. So come along and cook with me. Alrighty, so we're getting ready to fix the pizza dough. One of the things I do like about this recipe, it's not labor intensive. You're kind of just waiting on the pizza dough to rise. It's not something that you can start an hour before it's time to eat and think that it's going to turn out right. You need to give yourself some time, and that's mostly for the pizza dough to rise. What I'm doing today is I'm fixing a double batch, which will end up making 4 pizzas, but half of the batch I am putting in the freezer for later. Can I pick you up? Not right this second, honey. As you see, once again, we're still in our bedclothes. She's actually had a bath after going and playing in the snow, but since we're having a snow day, we put our jammies right back on, didn't we? Yeah. I'm taking a picture of you right now. Say hi, friends. Hi, friends. So what goes in this recipe? This is what you'll need. It's some all-purpose flour. Okay, hold on. Some all-purpose flour, some olive oil. Now, also, I like bread flour for this as well, and I do have some, but it's down in the basement, and this is up here, so this is what we're using. So, all-purpose flour or bread flour, olive oil. This is some yeast. I buy it in bulk, and so that's put it in a different container. Some salt, and I'm going to put some basil leaves in it. This recipe is really good because you can be versatile with the flavors that you do. You can just have the basic, or you can add like the basil or garlic powder or parsley, Italian seasoning, anything like that. I've even mixed a little bit of Parmesan cheese in with my crust before. But today we're going to do it kind of simple and just have some basil leaves in there. You're also going to need some water. So got my cup out for that. And let's get started mixing. Not yet, baby girl. Okay, so right now I have 8 cups of flour, 5 teaspoons of yeast, 3 teaspoons of salt, 4 tablespoons of olive oil, and about 2 teaspoons of basil. And I got my dough hook on here. Now, I also will fix this in my bread machine as far as just mixing it up. But when I'm doing a double, I have to put it in the mixer. And so, put this down. I will say, in having done this recipe several times, where are you going, baby? It's going to be too loud. Don't put your hands in the water. Got a little helper here, and she thinks that the KitchenAid is going to be a little too loud. I'm going to let you put the water in a little bit, okay?
Okay.
One thing about this recipe is, and I don't know, I've heard it depends on how much humidity is in the air.
Don't cut it down.
I'm not going to cut it on until you're down off the counter, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Sometimes you will put your water in there and you'll find that the dough is still very sticky, so then you just add a little extra flour. And keep on going. No, baby. Let me. All right.
My foot's stuck.
Your foot isn't stuck. Mommy's just holding on to you. Anywho, another important thing is that you want to use warm water. And I use mine straight from the tap. I don't put it in the microwave or heat. Wait, baby. Patience. You got to be patient, okay? And I will run it in the tap until it's got some steam rolling off of it. Okay, so very slowly, we're going to put the water in there. Very slowly. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's a little heavy, huh? This is, come on, you going to help me? Right, okay. 3.5 cups of water in there. And with the water, you want to make sure that it's warm enough that it's going to activate the yeast, but you don't want it so hot that it kills the yeast. So you don't want it boiling hot, but you want some steam rolling off of it. So I've always found I turn on my kitchen faucet, let it roll for a minute or so, and when the steam starts rolling, then that's when I collect my water. You ready to get down so I can start my machine?
No.
You're going to stay up here?
No.
Oh. Can you decide what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay, you're going to get down so I can turn on the machine?
No.
Okay, we're going to figure this situation out. All right, we had to have a little tickle session for her to get off the counter. But you want to start off the mixer very slow because you got a lot of flour in here or you will have a mess. So I've already locked it. No, I actually hadn't. I just locked it, and I'm going to turn it on low and just get it incorporated a little bit before I really let it go. I can't talk this morning, my lordy. Not even this morning anymore. It's this afternoon. You doing your pizza dance? Yeah. We're going to have pizza?
Yeah. Pizza.
There's a mirror over there? I didn't know that. Cut it up a little bit and let it get in there. And I'm going to probably get my rubber spatula and scrape the edges a little bit, and I'll show you once this is processed a little bit more. Okay, so this is what I mean by it not having enough flour in it. So, as you see, it looks more like, I would say like a batter, and you want it to be a dough. So what I'm going to do is add up to a cup. And what I do is just get a cup of flour, and I just slowly incorporate it and watch so I know when I need to stop. And see, already it's starting to pull away from the edges a little bit, and that's what you want, but I still need a little bit more flour in there, I can tell. And the more you do it, the more you'll be able to recognize what you want it to look like and what it should look like. And you'll see even at the bottom it's starting to come away from the bowl, which is good. That's what you want. So right there has thickened. That means not enough flour. So I'm going to get some more and show you what it looks like when it's where it's supposed to be. Okay, this is what it looks like when it's mixed up pretty good, and I had to add about 2.5 cups of flour to that, and that's fine because it's a double batch. But now what I'm going to do is get this put in half. Half of it is going to go into a freezer bag, and I'm going to put that in the freezer for the next time I want to fix pizza. All I have to do is throw it out on the counter and let it rise. Over here I have a bowl greased with olive oil, and I'm going to put the part that we're using today. That's gorgeous. The part that we're using today in here. Okay, so this is the dough in the freezer bag, and I put it in a gallon-sized freezer bag because you want it to have enough room to double in size when you throw it out You can either put it in the refrigerator. Sometimes I put it on the counter and just let it double in size. So you want to think ahead and have room for it to double. So I'm just, I didn't grease this or anything like that. I just put half of the dough in here and put it in the Ziploc bag. Got all of the air out of there. This is the other half. This is the rest of the dough, and what I'm doing is turning it over so we have oil on the top as well. And then I'm going to put hold on one second, honey bunny. I'm going to put a kitchen towel over top of this and place it in the warmest room in the house because you want the yeast to have that heat so this can double in size. It can take between 2.5 to 3 hours for this to happen. That's why you don't want to do it right before dinner.
By myself.
Okay, you can.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What was I saying? I'm sorry. Yes, so put it in a warm place so that you have the heat to activate the yeast and get it to rise. You want it to double in size before you actually roll it out and do your pizza. All right, friends. So it's been a little less than 2 hours, about an hour and 45 minutes, and my pizza dough has doubled in size. I had it actually in the living room beside the fireplace. So what I'm going to do now is divide this in half, roll it out. I floured my counter and then put it on the pizza pan. I already have the stove preheating for 350, and so I'm going to get started. Got my rolling pin out. Going to make some pizza. So I've rolled out the first pizza. I am not fancy whatsoever. I can't do that throwing thing, so I use my trusty rolling pin. And what I do is I make sure that the top is nicely floured. I'm going to put a little bit more on top there. Because what I do to transfer it is, while it's still over here, I'm going to fold it in half. Then I'm going to fold it in half again, and that helps me as far as placing it on my pan. Alright, so I have folded it, and now I'm going to place it. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. I will really impress myself if I can. So I'm going to place it on the pan like this. Try to get this done while baby girl still sleeping, and then just fold it out like that, and then fold it back out again, and there we go, and press it just a little bit, and we are good to go. Of course, it's not a perfect circle. I'm not going for perfect. I'm going for good. So the next thing I'm going to do is take a fork and poke some holes in my crust. Let's see here. Go ahead and get that. So I just randomly poke holes in the crust. Once again, like I said, nothing fancy, just getting it done. Here, the oven beeping saying that it is ready for my pizza. I'm going to get a little oil, olive oil, out of my pan that I got over here, and just drizzle that over it. Alright. And get the first one in the oven to do just a quick bake. I'm not cooking it all the way through. I am just getting it to the point where I'm gonna put about 12 minutes on it, so the crust will be good and good baked before I put the pasta sauce on it. Because can you see me? Gonna get a good bake on it before I put the pasta sauce on it, because then it will sink into the crust and make it soggy. So I like to have it baked. You can do it either way, but that's just the way that I have always done it. Go ahead and get a quick bake on it. So now I'm going to do the same exact thing for my other pizza. Get that together and throw that in the oven as well. Of course, I use pizza sauce. I'm just one of those people. I use whatever needs to be used up. That's why I'm using pasta sauce, because we had some in the refrigerator that I really like to use. I've used tomato paste and made my own pizza sauce. I've purchased pizza sauce, and I've used spaghetti sauce. So whatever you have on hand that's Italian-like, you can use it. No big deal. And I had to change my camera, so I hope this is just as well. The battery went dead, but this is what it looks like when it comes out of the oven for the first bake. Have the second one in the oven, and got 11 more minutes to go. But it's not fully cooked, but it is to the point where I can lift it well. It's got a good cook on it so that the sauce won't seep in, and you'll see that you got some little air bubbles here, and that's good. Not a professional baker whatsoever, so this is definitely not the professional way of cooking pizza, but it is my way of cooking pizza. So these are the pizzas. I got spinach on there, pepperoni, and cheese, because if you put spinach on it, it's healthy, right? So this is right before we put it in the oven. We like our crust to be extra crispy, so we'll probably leave it in there, I would say, between 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm getting ready to put that in. Oven is already preheated to 350, so we're going to put this in the oven. Okay, so this is the final product. We got the second one in the oven, but we're getting ready to cut this one up and get started with dinner. If you like this video or would like more like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks so much. Bye. And the birds are playing out in the snow. What do you think? I don't think the doggies really like it. They keep getting on the porch. Look at all that snow on your hands. You need another train? Oh, another triangle? What are you building?
It's my block, like a triangle.
Your what, like a triangle?
My block got a. My block got a triangle.
Your block's like a triangle?
Yeah.
They don't get cold. Your little nose is getting red. Yeah, your nose. Your nose is getting red.
My nose is getting red. Taking pictures with my nose.
I am taking pictures of your nose.
No, the nose, that nose, that nose.
It's a lot of snow coming down.
Come here, bird. Come here, bird.
You want the birds to come here?
Yeah. They can't hear me.
They can't hear you. There's one coming. Over across the street.
Over across the street.
You can't even see the street, can you? The street's go bye-bye. Yes, it's go bye-bye. My goodness, it's gone. Everything is covered in snow. Snow, snow, snow. That doggy's over there look pitiful.
Grandma.
Huh?
We have to go home with Grandma.
No, we're probably not going to see Grandma today. She's not coming out in this weather. I don't blame her.
She makes the track.
How about this? How about you look at Mommy and say, "Hi, Grandma," and I'll send this video to her. You want me to send this video to Grandma?